Driving under the influence of drugs is being called a modern epidemic by the National Institute on Drug Abuse.
In fact, Chris, their numbers show more drugged drivers on the roads than drunk drivers. Kristen Volk met a man tonight who knows firsthand the effects of drugged driving.
Danita, that man is recovering from a devastating loss, and he and police want you to know the warning signs of drug driving. That's overly aggressive behavior on the road, weaving in and out of traffic, and traveling at high rates of speed. Of course, none of these are definitive indicators that a person is under the influence, but the popularity of certain drugs is causing big problems out on our roads and highways.
He was dead when we got there, because they couldn't revive him.
It was the worst night of Jonathan Dantigance's life. His 19-year-old son, Jonathan, had just been hit by a man who was high on marijuana and PCP and drunk. It happened here at East 93rd and Union Avenue almost 5 years ago.
You know, you're around your child and you just not believing it. You know, you seeing him laying there, he's not responding at all to nothing.
Dantigance says the driver hit his son head-on at 100 miles per hour. It was an impact too severe to survive.
But once you close that casket, you know, it's final. That's it.
Drugs are more of an issue now than they were before, so it's become more of an issue because of the growth in drug use in our communities.
Sergeant Rob Gable is with the Ohio State Highway Patrol. He trains his colleagues in law enforcement to know the signs of drugged and drunk driving. In the past 2 years, the State Highway Patrol says there were about 7,000 crashes in Ohio that involved drugs. The most popular, Gable says, are heroin and marijuana, especially as marijuana becomes more socially acceptable.
So people travel all over the county and all over the state, all over the nation, you know, looking for, obtaining, and then using drugs, and then they have to get from where they've used their drugs to somewhere else.
In the past few years, Ohio has started to train police officers about drugged driving, what to look for and how to handle the situations. As for Jonathan, his son's killer was sentenced to 8 years in prison. In Cleveland, I'm Kristen Volk, News Channel 5.